Just ran up steps to complete the 2,000 a day steps, or 10,000, whatever the hell it is. Going to New Jersey. Got a little pick. Let's see if it's worth my time. Picking is all about taking chances, and I'm taking a chance here. I'm picking up toys, and I asked if he had more of these toys, and he says yes. He says, come and look at them. He's selling these cheap enough that it's worth my while now that he has other things to look at. If I can film inside, I will. If not, you will see it back at the shack. We're deep in the heart of Chester. Commodore Barry Bridge into Jersey. This is leaving Chester, the wonderful area of Chester. So now we'll go into Zoo, Jersey, and see what happens.
Books in there and make a lot.
Yeah, these are all the ones I'm leaving. These look like really nice models. Those tanks do. Damn, that's a lead tank. Gorgies. I'm just making sure I know. This one too. Okay. I am going to call this the best deal I've had this year. I am up here with excitement. This is a cool place too. It's an old farm, and the dude's cleaning out a house in Camden. So he's brought all this stuff here, and there's more. So this is probably going to be a couple tripper, and it's going to be worth every minute of my time. I am stoked. Wait till you see this stuff. It is banging. We'll go back into Delaware by the twin bridges. As you can see, they're coming up. There they are, these big old ugly things. But let's chalk this one up for the winning team, because I think I really struck a lot of treasure. I mean, like treasure chest full. Stuff like this. This is what I just picked up, 4 totes full. 3 totes or 4 totes full. I am stoked. Okay, we're going to start with small potatoes on the inside table of gold because it's too cold outside. So let me show you what I initially went for. Okay, these are easy models. This is what I went for first. And these look like they go from anywhere from 15 to 30. And that was a retail in 1998. But I seen these in World War II stuff, so I thought, you know what? Let me pick these up. So there was $40 for 9 World War II things, and I'll show you them all. There's 4 more of them. I don't know what year these are from, but I'm not saying it yet either, but I'll find out in a few. But so here's 7 planes, right? 7 planes. And you can't see in there. 2 tanks. This one, which looks like a Patton. It's Pershing, it says. And I got the model middle for this is I think it's just a Sherman tank. So $40 for these. But before I went, I said, do you have any more of this stuff? Because it's in Jersey. It's right over the bridge, but I said, do you have more? And he says, yeah, I have a lot. Come see what I have. So, bingo, I went. Now we're into the second course, and the little bigger ones are here. There's the Buffalo, and here's a Pacific Theater. Here's another Buffalo. But these are a little bit bigger, maybe a little more high-end. I don't know. Didn't even have to look them up. I wanted them. Look at them. They're sweet. I'm paying like $5 and $10 still for each one. So let me show you some more. That's 1 tote plus I have the surprise dessert at the end. This dude was in all British and American stuff. I don't see anybody else's stuff. This is British. Says Oxford, scale 172. Looks like Spitfires. Or is it it's a, hold on. This guy's in World War II. Doesn't say. Battle of Britain. I think this one here is American. I think that's a Warhawk. This is British. This is American. It's nice. It's brand new in the box. Tells you what they are down in there. That's the Guatemala 1943. So these are 5 apiece. Here's 2 more. before we get into the main course. This stuff I'm not paying much for, though. $5 a piece. I'll try it. You got to do it. You got to take a shot at it. Look, this one says it's a hovercraft pilot Sergeant R. So it's a Spitfire, this one. It's got the dude's name on it. This one here is Hawker Hurricane Squadron Leader. It's got Wedge. He was in the Battle of Britain. So sweet or what so far? Here's a table of this stuff. But that's not it. Let's go to the main course because this stuff is tasty. This was $5 or $10 also. This is a mini clips. This is another Sherman tank. I got a lot of these. So why not? It's World War II stuff. It's brand new in a box. I'm grabbing it. This stuff's banging. And this is a killer piece too. This is a P-51 Mustang. I know about this. I buy these at yard sales and they're busted. And I still get $40 and $50. I could imagine what this one's worth. They didn't even $10 for this I paid. Sweet or what? This stuff they don't make anymore. They made a bunch of this. This stuff's hot. I know it is. And it's usually expensive. Again, this 21st century soldier stuff. The Ultimate Soldier. This is a half-track World War II military play set. I think it was $5 for that. This does say 5+, so it's more geared towards the kids. This one here, let them bust it up, and then here's a nice cut. Here's a nice choice cut of meat right here. This is sweet. Another Sherman, I believe this is a Sherman. Look at this thing. Yeah, it is. Another Sherman that's in here. Comes out like this. It slides out of the sleeve. Let's gander at it. This is high-end stuff. These are nice. These are really nice models. I'm very, very pleased with this stuff. Very pleased. $10 or $15 for that. Can't beat it. I'm going to buy it all day long. And here's another one, Force of Valor. This is a Sherman too. I don't know what year these are from. I'm going to look at some of these and see if there's a date on these. Probably early 2000s or late 1990s. But this is nice. This is nice stuff. $10 for this, I believe. 2007. So we got a lot of, we had our little meat and potatoes there. I mean, our basic potatoes and gravy there. And then now we're getting into some good stuff. Some nice cuts of meat. But I'm saving the filet mignons and the surf and turf for last. Check these last few models out. They're beautiful. I definitely have a lot of air superiority on this table. I got a little bit of ground support with my Shermans. And now look at these Gorgies. That's very nice. This is killer. And look at the size of this bad boy. This is killer. That's a B-17. This has value. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know how much it's worth. I wouldn't be surprised if that alone's over a couple $100. I know that should be over 100. I think these ones, this is over 100, and I think this may be too. I'm not positive. I might be a little bit wrong, but I think this is a table worth everyone's attention. This is like Toy Store Shelf 7, full of the World War II American crap, and some British. No German stuff. German stuff's worth good money too. The Messerschmitts and the Japanese stuff is too. That may come later. But right now I've got British stuff. I've got American stuff. I think that's a P-51 Mustang. Now I'm not sure if that's made with that insignia. That might be British. That might have been the British because they did make, there's Rolls-Royce engines in those. Not that, but the real ones. Isn't that banging? Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. I paid $240 today, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared one bit. Now, let's look at mystery dessert. There's 3 to choose from. This stuff's probably pretty banging also. This is the real stuff. This is a book on all, this the dude gave me, on every insignia and who they were. Okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This book is important. You'll be quizzed at the end of this. Is it a chocolate brownie with some ice cream? You decide. Here we go. These are all patches. World War II, possibly. I don't know, but there's hundreds and hundreds of them. I've got every patch that you can think of in this thing here. Hundreds of patches in this box. Look at them all. They're all in that book. That's why I told you, pay attention to the book. Hopefully there's some airborne and stuff in here also. But it could be all Air Force crap. No, that's artillery right there. I do know that. So how old are these? I don't know. It just says Army Corps on that one. They do have them. He's got armored divisions here. He's got, yeah, look at this stuff. But I've got hundreds of patches, and you might crap when you find out what I paid for all this. Yeah, look, it's getting better. It's getting better. Oh, I want to go through this stuff. Let's just gander. There's armies. Let's just gander it a little bit. Me and General Patton. These might be, I don't know how old they are. That might be a commie thing. Who knows what this one is. They're thick. I do know that. There's another one. So I got 5-star patches. I got clover patches. I got, you name it, they're in here. I'm not going to go through all these because this video would last forever. But there's a lot of patches here. Are they worth anything? I think it's worth more than $10 for that box. No doubt in my mind. This is something that came off of somebody's stuff, but this is U.S. Army. There's names, Rush. That might even be Boy Scouts, but this is Jersey, saying Hella, Hollow Wheels. This is all different stuff. And then Rush for some reason. This is a triple chocolate icing, chocolate cake, very moist, and all chocolate layers icing. This is another banger. It's all patches again. So another $10 here for all these. I don't know anything about them. So I just know, I don't know if there's any British stuff in here. This says Army Divisions. This one says Headquarters and Air Force. So could this be Korea? Could it be World War I? Could it be Vietnam? I don't know. Don't know. Look, something tells me this is old. I'm saying Korea or World War II. And if it is, I think it's very valuable boxes. Very valuable. You tell me what you see here. And some people might want a video of this alone. Leave it in the comments, all 10 of you that watch. I want a video of just patches, and I'll make one down the road. But look at this crap. It's cool, man. It is cool. There's no doubt about it. And I think for $10, I didn't even have to look in here. I just said, I'll take them. $10, $10, and $10. I'm taking them. I think it's worth just going through. There's airborne right there. So there are airborne patches there. There's 82nd. So is the Screaming Eagles in here? There's possibility. Look at this. This stuff is making me shake with excitement. This might be one of my big finds of, it's definitely so far this year, and I keep saying that, but this has to be pretty good. I know what that is. I think that was the Maryland National Guard. Isn't that from the brothers? Didn't they have them on the helmet when they come on the beach? That's number 2. Isn't that chocolate cake good? And then let's go into the next one. Look at this stuff. Look at it. This tin might even be something. Who knows? It's an old crown thing. So inside of here are pins. Let's check them out. Go. That looks old, but it looks tethered. It looks in bad shape. So who knows? That's old. This hair. Oh, shoot. Look at this. Look at the stuff I get. These look brand new old stock. Are they good? I don't know. These are U.S. They're shiny. That's rifle. That goes on there. So I don't know. Let's keep looking. Military signet. It's not made in China. And that's proof. So I don't know. That against somebody's name. I don't know what these were. These are foreign ones. They're new ones. These are new old stock. I don't know. But it's cool. They're old. They could be old. So this one says here, miscellaneous UK. So there's some British stuff. Isn't it cool? Let's look at a couple British patches. Nope, false alarm. I don't think that's British. I think that's American. So, but it's cool anyway. It's old. Pavilions uniform patch. Let's see what that looks like. That's cool. That's definitely cool. So I'll be looking at this book and matching these for the next few weeks. Look at this crap. This one says Air Force Commands. So that's after World War II, I believe. Air Force comes after World War II, but I don't know the value of these. I really don't. Going to find out, though, soon enough. Here's some more Air Force, it looks like. Isn't that cool? DAF. Divorced Air Force. That's for the divorced flyers, I believe. Here's some more infantry units with swords and... Oh, man, that's a cool one. Look at that. Look at that one. Marl's Marauders. See, now that's a World War II movie. I don't think... If that's real, who knows? Who knows? Look at this stuff. It's nice stuff. And here's some more stuff. Let's check this out. Look, this is old. That's old World War. I bet you that's old. That looks... I don't know if that's a helicopter or not. I could be holding a $50 patch in my hand, or I could be holding a patch for your kid's eye, you know, when they're playing pirates in the backyard. I don't know. But to pay $10 for all this, 10 a box, I'm going to do it. So that's just the way it goes. And then this is official photo. This is U.S. Army photographer. Oh, that's what that is. So he took photos. Pretty cool, huh? So that's all what came out there. Now, I'll be going through this stuff for weeks, the patches. I know what the toys, I got a good feeling what the toys This is a killer moment in a time. This is the first day of spring. It's March 20th. By asking questions, 1 out of every 20 you will get where you get to go to a place and they have more than what they show. And you can buy the whole collection. I will be back at this place. There's stuff that he's still bringing stuff out, and I'm going to buy it. That's just the way it's going to go. Harry Homestone with you. This is my latest pick. We'll call this the aviation flight excitement pick. So there you go. Till next time, Harry saying later. Stop, Luna.